right, viewers, let's start with news now on the Board of Peace. US President Donald Trump is set to formally announce the first charter of his Board of Peace, and that's breaking news that we are bringing you. Board of Peace is a body for resolving international conflicts with a $1 billion price tag for permanent membership, as per Trump. The board, which Trump will launch in what has been billed as a signing ceremony in Davos, Switzerland, was originally conceived to oversee the rebuilding or the reconstruction of Gaza. But a draft of the charter does not appear to limit its role to the Palestinian territory. All right, joining me now in this discussion are Peter Baum, who's editor of the Weekly Blitz. He joins us from London. And I also have Yossi Kapurwasser, Israeli intelligence and security expert from Tel Aviv. I'd like to start my first question with Peter Baum. Peter, firstly, talk to us about your thoughts on the contentions that are being raised on Trump's Board of Peace. Some call it mini UN. Some have raised the concern of a $1 billion fee for permanent membership or membership beyond 3 years, and the very fact that Trump himself may not be in office as US president 3 years later.
Well, let's be clear about a couple of things. First of all, the initiative, the Board of Peace, started by Trump, excuse me, is the phase 2 after the supposed ceasefire in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Now, what the world knows is that where we were from October the 7th up until 2 years ago is a far cry from where we are now in terms of the number of rockets being fired, the number of hostilities, the number of deaths, the so-called famine, etc., etc., etc. So whatever you think of Donald Trump, he is the one person on the planet that has at least tried to achieve something.
Right.
And all we see in the Western media, who have this hatred towards Trump, the globalized left-wing media, is that Trump can do no right. He is pilloried, he is mocked, he is demonized by all the so-called globalists in the world. But at least he's trying to do something. Now, whether this Board of Peace achieves its objectives is yet to be seen. But the mere fact that this one man and his administration are trying to put into place some kind of formula, some kind of process that will ultimately end the hostilities between the Palestinians and the Israelis, I think should be applauded. And yet, where I come from, the United Kingdom, the media, the focus is purely on mocking him, and there is almost a willingness, an eagerness that they want to see this Board of Peace fail. The fact that he's doing something, and the fact that Saudi, Turkey, probably to Israel's distrust and dislike, and Egypt have signed up, I think should be applauded. And I think it's just exposes the political elite and the global media as to what they are. They just want to see Trump fail. They just want to mock him. They just want to demonize him. We don't know how many more countries are going to sign up. I understand that Vietnam has signed up. I think Azerbaijan has signed up. And I'm sure in the days and weeks ahead, other countries have signed up. I noticed that my own government, the UK government, are saying, hey, we're not ready for it yet. Our UK government is an irrelevance. Yeah. On the world stage, they are nowhere near the kind of country that we were a decade ago or even 2 decades ago. So whatever the Keir Starmer's government does, really, by the world at large, should be ignored. They are an irrelevance in this situation. We'll see whether other European countries signed up. I noticed that Hungary has signed up. Yeah. That's not unexpected because they are very pro-Trump.
Right.
So let's see what happens in the days.
Peter, how do you respond to the fact that UK has held off signing the Board of Peace, citing Putin. He says because Putin is the member, UK has held off signing. So how do you view the peace for Gaza being differentiated from peace over the Russia-Ukraine war?
I think this just exposes the UK's hypocrisy in the Ukraine-Russia conflict. Don't forget, whilst calling politically for support for Ukraine, our own government were buying gas from Russia. So on the one hand, they're supporting the oppressor and supposedly supporting the oppressed. So please, the UK has lost all credibility on the world stage. This government in particular doesn't know what it's doing. So that's how I respond to it. It's a hopeless government, both supporting Ukraine during the war politically and by supporting Russia by buying energy from them. So really, they've lost credibility on the world stage. I think Trump realizes that.
All right, sure. Peter, thanks very much for joining us in this discussion with your opinion. Meanwhile, viewers, there's some breaking